Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I have with me today my FW450 in preparation for the Nexus fly controller, and I'm actually at a flying field here today. This is the Heli section. There's a little helipad, but anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. So I've moved from the stock radio, which I've been flying for over a year. I could not get it to hover in 6G mode, and the reason I want to get it to hover in 6G mode is because I've outfitted one of my Flywing helis with a Nexus, and its basic operating format is essentially 6G, which is auto leveling but no altitude hold. So that's the basic beginner's mode, and I thought, just to get a feel of that, I would put 6G on this heli. So I've got that here.
Acro mode on.
So you can see that that is now all happening.
GPS.
Just want to make sure that I have a signal. I do.
Acro mode on.
If I need to bail out, I've got my little switch here.
Altitude hold. Acro mode on.
Okay. So running on this little T-Pro V2, tiny little thing, but that's what I have. So let's take it in the air and see what exactly happens. 1, 2, 3, and
Armed.
so we are in 6G mode. So let's see. Here we go. There we go. Now I could never get it to actually hover. It was always either climbing or falling out the sky, and I actually thought I needed some expo on the collective channel, but I've got it signed to expo, but I didn't see it makes much of a difference. So the fact that I can even keep it at this altitude, okay, there is some wind, so that will affect it obviously.
7 minutes.
So look, I'm not ready to go bashing it yet. All I'm doing is seeing that I can actually keep it from falling out the sky, because now I am the master of the altitude. You can see it drops there as soon as you give some cyclic, so you do have to be aware of that, whereas in ATI mode, of course, it does all that for you. But the fact that I can actually even hover it is a huge thing. Now I don't know whether that comes down to the radio being more precise or something else, but this is already a far cry
6 minutes.
from what it used to be. So it is obviously more responsive. I do feel that I should actually, I don't know, but I'm pretty high on the collective stick. There's like not much left. I might add change the pitch maximum and minimum to 14, because it's at 12 at the moment, and just hovering here I'm at almost 70% collective, which doesn't give me much left. So when I get home I will change that to 14s, and I think that will bring the hover position slightly lower down. So I can't crank it yet because I don't think I have enough pull out power to get out of out of a problem. So although it does have, see, there's full up and it just doesn't quite have enough there. But anyway, the fact remains, I can actually keep it relatively at a height. You know, the wind obviously is going to, as I say, affect it slightly. So I'm not doing anything crazy. I just want to, I heard 5 minutes, but I don't know what that means. Have I been flying for 5 minutes? Well, I've got a beeper on there. So in the event that the battery goes too low. So let's, no, we won't flick it to altitude hold. We'll just keep it here. And with this, oh, there we go. 4 minutes left. So yes, it does definitely need more pitch. Definitely needs the 14s. Anyway, this is already a massive improvement, and I'm sure it's down to the actual radio. So very happy with that. Once I've hit a couple of batteries with this, let's say 8 or 10, or I feel very confident with this, then I will switch to the Nexus. So it's still got stabilization. Oh, you see that? I just almost didn't have enough pitch authority there. But anyway, I think we're good on that. That was just a bit of wind there pushing it down.
3 minutes.
So yeah, definitely. Okay, I think my beeper's gone. Let's land it. Land it here.
Disarmed.
So there we go, guys. A Radio Master or a jumper will definitely help you with that. Let's put it into safe mode. So yeah, thanks for watching. Look, it's a tiny little radio, but it does everything. So yeah, thanks for watching and happy days.